All right. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
No,
All right. So,
I request another 40 minutes.
no, we don't have it. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
So, last week, our heroes vanquished Auril the Frostmaiden. As you guys are still stuck inside of the dungeon of Skallagrim, Alistair on the very top of the Skuld Tower, and Erland on the palace floor of the second level. You guys look about your surroundings as the water slowly drips down the wall, trickling to the floor beneath where you stand, and sunlight starts to pour in from the cracks. As this happens, and at the start of the game, I need everyone to roll me an investigation check.
My roll 20 is on a black screen right now.
Yeah, mine is bugged as well.
Hard to roll. Yeah, it wouldn't let me. I love the new roll 20.
This is great.
It jacked
Yeah,
up
can't make
so
rolls.
much of my shit.
Can you click the journal, guys?
I, for one, love our new busted game system that doesn't work.
Don't look at me, I voted for Blorp.
Thank you for getting the reference.
Doesn't work. Oh, loading. Okay. There's hope.
Page is unresponsive, alright?
Should we refresh?
My roll came through.
Yeah, he got an
If mine comes through, then I rolled like 3 times.
I only see Eric's.
I see Eric's and mine.
Oh, yeah, I saw yours finally. Alright, this is really gonna break it. I'm changing the screen.
I am reloading.
I can see it.
I can see stuff moving.
I don't see anything.
What'd you say to roll?
An investigation check, please.
Okay.
Nothing is going on my screen.
Feel free to use DM's inspiration for your very first roll. You do all have it.
I would love to if things would work.
I'm seeing everybody's.
My cat was eating a mystery object I had to investigate.
Trying to refresh. And
I just exited and am reloading.
This game rules.
Love roll 20.
Well, Garrett, how are you liking Elden Ring?
That's pretty good. Just hard
Looks like
enough.
a lot of fun.
It is.
Is it hard?
I've been seeing something that's really funny where there's like a bear, there's like a giant bear, but the bear is so big that it skews people's perspective of where the bear is when they first encounter it. So people have been trying to like throw spells at this bear from a distance to get like the early jump on it, and they fall way too short because the bear's huge, but it just looks like it's...
Oh, yeah,
It
and it's
just
not
looks
it's not
like
even a
it's
boss. There's 20 of those things in the open world.
awesome. It's so funny watching. I've seen so many videos on Twitter of people being like, oh fuck, I'm gonna throw a spell at this bear. They do it and it falls way short, and then as it runs at them, it fills their whole screen.
I would love to talk more about it in the future. Alistair, as you are the only one to get to the top and feeling the sunlight on your now rejuvenated body,
Hey, I'm
you
in.
look about now.
I would like to add a 4 to that, I believe.
Okay. In that case, as you look around, something garners your attention. The flicker of arcane light that emanates from a blue eggshell. As you turn around and look back, you do see a massive nest, 20 feet in length by about 25 feet in width, and inside of it is an egg as tall as you are.
Is there any possible way I could try and get that egg into my bag of holding?
Of course there is. If you wish to climb above the mangle of twigs and dried brush and pick up the egg, you may do so with a successful athletics check.
Okay. Roll 20 just loaded in for me, so I'm going to make that attempt now.
Everything's looking good on my end now. So.
Yeah, I'm in.
Me too.
Let's see, I'm going to use my last flash of genius and add 4 to that.
Alright. Barely meeting the DC, you pick the blue egg up, and before you drop it in the bag, you swear you feel it move. Going back up now to the top of the chart.
I need Frostmaiden. Kill that shit.
Rez.
I was about to become a mom.
Rez, as you watch Larry and Aralas attuning to this bright, magical greatsword, you look about in the room. You don't see much, but you do see to the southwest the corridor is open, and at the end is a brightly glowing blue ice chest.
While everyone's preoccupied, I'm just going to slink my way over there.
Inside
and
this room,
open the chest.
on the interior of this space, it seems much colder than the rest of the dungeon. Not only is there no water flowing from the sides, but there is a gust of wind that goes through your skin as you feel and see your breath. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Great. At advantage?
No. You gain 1 point of exhaustion. As you begin shaking and your teeth start chattering, Rez, you put your hands in the chest and lift it up. Inside, the glow of magical light fills your eyes, and you see the inscription in common. Property of the blades of the axe. Inside, you see a massive trapezoid-like shape that's obfuscated by a linen wrap. Do you choose to open it?
Yes, I.
Inside, you see what looks to be a simple pan flute. But as a matter of fact, you do know this to have magical origins, as a veneer of enchantment glimmers across the front, and the inscription of a bright fey tree is etched in as well. Roll me an Arcana check. Alright.
At advantage.
Disadvantage. As you pick it up, Rez, you don't know its magical properties, but you can attempt to attune with this magical pan flute if you so wish.
Yeah, I'll pocket that for a minute. Anything else in this chest?
There is 2 large blue jars that are so cold and covered with oxidation that you cannot see inside them without opening.
I shall put those in my bag as well.
Alright. Going back up to the top of the chart now. Erland, as you scan the second floor where you did battle with your mother shortly before,
You are a poet.
thank you. You notice, not much, but those icy bodies in front of you begin to melt. And one by one, as you sit in this room for no longer than 10 minutes, they begin to fold and their corpses collapse onto the ground. What would you like to do, Erland?
Well, while that's happening, is this blue orb still there?
It is indeed. However, since Auril's destruction, it has been rendered inert.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna take a peek around in here. Nothing really going on. Yep. Okay, so is everybody up or downstairs?
They are downstairs, and you know Alistair is on the floor immediately above you.
Okay. I'm going to go downstairs.
Alright. As you go downstairs, making your way past the destroyed corpse of the giant, do you rejoin your friends in the dungeon?
I do.
Alright. As you do so, the rest of you, now below, notice that Aralas seems to gain a sense of awareness. As you are still holding that magical greatsword communing with you, knowing of its dwarven origins, you also see a corridor in the northeast. Above it, a huge rune in Giant seems to spell out a word. Do you speak Giant or less?
I think I do. Let me just confirm. I do speak Giant.
Above it, you see the words, the Arcane Brotherhood.
I would like to check it out.
Entering that space now or less, you see the already melted corpses of 3 arcane wizards. A half-orc, a human, bald head with tattoos, and a familiar red-cloaked half-elf named Dazan.
Which room is that? Is it up north or?
That will be this room.
Correct.
Is
okay.
he alive?
I would like to. Okay, so they're all frozen solid,
That's right.
and this one icon is representing.
As you look in, you can see this mist-like form, a humanoid in front of you. Appears to be a human female. Except now she is a phantom.
Hello?
Hi? Where am I?
We just saved you, I think. Well, we just freed you. I
Oh,
think. My name's Orlas. Do you know me?
no, I can't say that I do. Did Velen send you?
Well, in part, yes. Somehow, yes, I know her.
I see. Well, I am Nas. I am her... Well, I was her assistant a long time ago.
How can we help you? I'm sure there's a way to bring your soul to rest or bring you closer to her. Maybe there's something we can do.
No, I quite like existing, thank you. Now that you've opened the door for me, I can finally stretch out the old spirit bones.
Of course, of course. There's a couple of my friends in the room. They're all very friendly. Just don't spook anybody.
Alright, I won't. And with that, you watch as she vanishes.
I would like to inspect it to see if they are frozen or dead. Do you know if I could tell a difference? Is there a way to bring them back? Is there no way?
I will say with your perception check, you know that the half-orc and the human male, they've been dead for at least 2 years. However, as you go to inspect Azan, he vanishes.
Huh. Can I perceive him invisible-ish?
Make me an arcane check.
Okay, just to have a glimpse of what's happening. 26.
You know, that was a minor illusion.
Which means he could be anywhere?
Glenn,
Okay.
Hello.
as you rolled next, as Auralas and Larry inspect this magic greatsword, you are taken aback to your childhood memories and boyhood stories told to you by your father. For you are now looking at the legendary sword known as Dawnbringer, the sword once wielded by Marthelmore.
Yo!
And with that, Auralas stuffs it in his pocket and walks by you.
Actually, Aurelis, it's a religious
Again.
artifact. Religious.
Well, of course, it's watch out if you use it. It can glow, I think, some kind of light. It's actually quite a nice thing. Will you be using the flame tongue if you have this amazing weapon?
I will throw this flame tongue off the highest cliff into the deepest volcano if you will give me that sword.
Well, That seems like quite a travel. I
Well,
was
you
gonna
know,
say,
I
just
can
give it to
still
me.
use that sword.
Of
Oh,
course,
okay.
that too, because I won't use it as much. But yes,
I
it's
would very much like that sword. It's kind of, he's like kind of my guy. I'm getting
Oh.
choked up. I mean,
No, Glenn, it's okay. And I pat his back. Glenn, no, you're fine.
Okay, Glenn,
Glenn,
it's okay.
you're fine.
He'll give it to you.
Sir Glenn, please have this to save our butts and kill our foes as you can. And I'm gonna kneel for you to pick up the sword.
goodness, my heart. I take the sword. Do the fucking Lord of the Rings handshake with Aralas. Pick him up on his feet, you know.
Of course.
As you do so,
And then I just hand Rez the flame tower. Here you go. Here's the flame.
Oh, thank you. Hey,
Here's the
does this require attunement?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Hey, should we get the hell out of here, or should we take a short rest?
We maybe should leave. However, I do have a question. Is everyone alive?
I think so.
I'm alive.
Barely.
All alive?
And at this
You're all
moment,
alive?
Glenn
barely
notices
alive.
a new face. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
Excellent.
just gonna limp on out of here now.
Now, I also, real quick, I know that maybe we should get the hell out of here, as we put it, but I might. There's a little field trip that maybe I could just take by myself later, but there's a boat out there that might hold
Oh yeah, you talked about that.
a religious, like a cool religious corpse. That might be fun to,
A cool religious corpse.
to look at.
You want us to go to like a museum now?
Hey, Glenn, I hate to burst your bubble on that, but I don't think he died on the ship if his sword was in a very secret vault.
Who's to say? Maybe you're right. I'll come back later.
as a matter of fact, as you walk out of that northern corridor and join your friends, Rez and Glenn, and Aralas, you see another giant rune. However, those of you that speak giant know that this rune says, the urgent dawn, and inside that corridor you do see contained 6 dwarven corpses.
6 of them? Is there any
Any
like identifying markings, like
Erlon?
where that they have?
Yes, they each have cable-knit sweaters which are strewn and woven inside of bronze dwarven plate mail. They wear tabards that exude a large steering helm aboard a ship. It's a symbol of Marthelmore.
Oh.
Erlond wants to. Is Glenn out in the main room?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll go up to Glenn, and I'll point to that corridor and say, that's one I believe is the one you were looking for.
Okay. Which corridor are you pointing at? You got a ping? Oh, look at it. Curious. Ooh, okay.
If there's any
I go.
frozen corpses, maybe I
Right
could
here.
dispel them. But that's tomorrow only. For a dispel magic. I don't have anything left in me.
Yeah, and I don't know about you all, but I am incredibly beat, and this place looks like it's about to cave in.
Did
As
I
a matter
find
of
anything
fact-
from rolling a dirty 20 on my investigation?
As they have this conversation, Alistair, you and Larry feel the tower begin to sway. Glenn, as you walk into this space and make your way through all the corpses, none of them seem to be Marthelmore. Instead, you find them all to be paladins and clerics of Marthelmore instead.
Nice. This is exciting. So fun. Let's go.
Hey guys, I
We
might
should
need.
leave.
Yeah, I might need someone to carry me. I'm very beat. I can't move at my full speed.
Carry you, carry me.
One more
I
thing.
will come downstairs.
With your 20, Larry, as Alistair rejoins the rest of you, you see to the southeast there is a corridor marked in giant. Do you read giant?
I do not read giant.
If you ask me, I will read it for you.
Would you read that for me?
Yes, it says.
The Wavy Navy.
Oh, I think it's for us.
What?
It's our names. Should be empty though. That's the
What's
good
in?
news.
Yeah, what's inside? Okay, let's check out that room that we need to get.
Yeah. Just one more room. Which room?
That would be
Yeah.
this door, the only corridor which is currently closed.
I will break down this door if it takes. I
Break
would
it
kill
down.
my dad again to break down this door.
As
Break
you
down the
hold the
door!
sword and have attuned to it, Glenn, you watch as the massive chipped greatsword blade expels from the hilt like a lightsaber. And as you strike it through, go ahead and roll me an attack with the weapon that is now in your journal.
Oh, it's in my journal? Oh, fucking. Whoa!
If Glenn had time to attune to that sword, I would have attuned to the pen.
Alright, it is in your journal as well, Eric.
Okay, so. Hold on. I gotta figure out what my fucking roll is now, because I don't even remember how this works.
Just roll with
Yeah,
your
I'm
scimitar. Go
Oh,
ahead.
roll. Okay. Yeah, it's. Okay. Yeah.
As he does so, did my detect magic on the two frozen corpses of the Harkin Brotherhood give me anything magical in the room?
Yes, there are 2 magical garments possessed on both of them.
Okay, I'll let Glenn do his thing and then maybe I'll grab stuff.
Alright,
Oh,
Glenn,
this sword kicks ass. What the fuck?
as you smash through that barricade, Glenn, and a wave of ice travels through, slamming down the other, you guys see one of Auril's magic scrying orbs. However, this one is very much active.
I would like to make my way to that.
Alright, Erlon, Larry, and whoever wishes as you continue. You find the orb ovalescing and orbiting its center, and inside you can see a frozen plain of pure ice.
To touch the orb?
Would you like to?
She's
I'm
standing
pretty
on
hurt.
it.
Well, I'm pretty hurt. I'll let
I'll touch it.
Erlon touch that.
I'll grab it.
You have cold resistance?
I do.
Okay.
As Erlon touches the orb, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wow.
As Erlon
Okay,
touches the
I'm about
orb, a massive ray of cold light expels from its center. Erlon is blown back into the wall, where he loses all of his hit points and rolls a death saving throw.
Okay.
Cure wounds.
So first. Wow, hold on. I have a cool new
Okay,
thing.
okay. I'll let you do your cool thing.
I have a cool new thing with my cool new sword. my
Behind
cool
you
new
guys, you hear Markham Southwell run in. Oh, don't touch that!
thing. Oh, I was. That's
Oh
actually
my
different
God.
than what my plan was. But however, I will take my sword, my cool new sword, after having attuned to it, I suppose. I have these charges. I have these 3 charges. And I am going to expend all of them. And just for the sake of, I think it maybe will look cool, I'm going to point my sword towards Erlond, maybe even putting the tip of the sword directly on his chest where his heart would be. And then the light that emanates from the sword all moves to the point that emanates out towards Erlond and casts lesser restoration.
With that, Erlon, your eyes flutter awake. And then they
I have to
immediately
look up how
close.
much the roll for this. Oh, what?
Pretty nifty. Should I?
Orlas.
Yeah, I don't
Your
think it
wounds
looked.
now?
Maybe.
Go ahead.
CC.
It's not a heal. I thought it was a heal. It's not.
Yeah, lesser restoration doesn't heal at all.
Not a heal. I thought it was.
Larry.
That's
That
so
would be great
funny.
on me, being exhausted.
It would
Heavens.
have.
All
you
of my
mean.
charges.
All my ability checks are at disadvantage, and my speed is half.
That's my fault.
Larry.
That's my bad, everybody.
As you touch Erlon's body, and Erlon, your eyes flutter awake as you breathe in, you all notice Erlon's eyes are a pure white.
Erlon,
Fuck, we got another ghost.
how you feeling, buddy?
Are you gonna touch the orb or am I?
Okay.
Let's all touch the orb.
Let's pick him up and get him out of here.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
We can all hold hands and touch the. No, we have to be here. Wavy Navy, there's something here.
Or it's a trap.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here.
If we all touch it and we all die, there's no way
Question.
to save anybody.
Here's my plan. We
Could
all hold
I-
hands.
I have a proposal. Wonderful DM.
Bag of holding.
Could I take my bag of holding and just kind of like whah, onto it?
That's
you know,
a good
just-
plan.
Just snatch the orb with the bag of holding.
Unfortunately,
I
the
think my
orb
hand-holding plan is quite nice.
The orb is ensconced in a frame of bright gold that's sinking into that seafoam colored podium. You'd have to find a way to dislodge the stone podium that looks like it's quite heavy.
If we use heat,
Could I use heat metal? Yeah, could I use
guys,
heat metal on
let's
the
leave.
gold?
This place is
If we
coming
both
down
do
on
it,
top
we'll
of us. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yep.
I
Could we-
can't
could we
believe
double
we're all
heat metal
disregarding
this?
hand-holding.
Orlas, as
Yes.
you are in the other room and you hear a very strange explosive percussion in the near corridor, your detect magic spell activates, and you notice on that dead half-orc, he is wearing a cloak of spell resistance.
Ooh.
Who
I will-
weaves that?
I will try to pry it away. If he's too frozen, I'm gonna use maybe a bonfire to remove it. Was there another item also?
Yes. Inside of the human's pocket, you find a superior healing potion.
Okay, I'll try to grab those things.
Alright. The mantle of spell resistance is now in your pocket, and I need everyone else, except for Alistair, to go ahead and roll me a perception check. And Orlas. Alright.
Sorry, I'm away from my computer. I'm taking my dog out.
That's totally understandable. Larry and Glenn, as you guys roll perception, you hear the walls begin to shake, and you hear what you know is a massive chunk of ice falling off the side of the tower. It explodes.
Okay.
Erlon was already making his way out.
No,
He's trying to get
the
out.
orb. Let's go.
This is the most disappointing thing we've ever done.
Larry, do you touch the orb?
No, I call for Remus to see if,
Hold my hand and touch the orb.
if he can magic
It will
and
work.
I will die.
Relas, doing some time manipulation, she calls for you just after you hear that first explosion. What would you like to do?
I will dash as I can. And make sure Lashana's in the room, and I'll follow the guys.
As Lashana, Markham, Southwell, and Trovis are already heading up the stairs, and you guys choose to follow them. You guys make it to the first floor right when you hear this tower begin to collapse. Massive chunks of icicles fall on the body of the giant guard, and it seems like the entrance is growing narrower and narrower.
Let's go. Go.
Okay, fine.
As you guys rush
going.
free on the top of these slippery, icy steps and look about, the tower behind you caves in from the top as the massive, icy tower begins to collapse. As you all look back in horror for the first time now, staring at Skala Grim as it is destroyed. Everyone, roll me a perception check. Alright. As the rime evacuates, leaving forevermore, and the sun is revealed above, you guys watch as small splashes of grass begin to appear underneath you. And Glyn, and Erland, and Alistair, you notice something completely different. On the opposite side, on the Aegis Fang ship, you guys see two cyan-colored spirits moving about.
Oh, no, like, we gotta go, right?
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
I mean, to
Yeah,
the
there's
ship.
no chance
Yeah.
that. Okay, last time we had to ferry people. So, group 1, get on the boat. Sheriff, Trovis, Southwell, Trovis, Lashana, a few of the others get on. Anybody, I'll stay back. Anybody else who is well rested, has enough hit points, stay back. Everybody else get on the boat. Round 1, go.
I'm dying. I'm getting on round 1.
You've got it. As Trovis looks about, I can't believe we've done this. Alright, team, let's head out.
Is the ship that you mentioned with like the ghostly figures moving on it, is it like, could I reach it from the shore, or is it like out in the sea? Would there be swimming?
We'll drive
involved?
by it.
You would,
It's this one right here.
you would in fact need to either take a lifeboat or the Dread Heart in order to get to the ship.
I can like do this. I don't want to make a big fuss of it. I'm kind of having my own religious experience right now. I could just go. Is there an extra boat around? I'll just take it.
On the Dreadheart, yeah.
It's on the ship.
Well, no, we have one right here, but we need to use it to ferry everybody off the island.
There are
Right.
2 lifeboats on the shore of the island of Skalagrim, and there is a third hanging in the rafters aboard the ship.
Okay, so everybody get in the boats, and then, Glenn, I'll go with you to that ship.
Excellent. Great.
As you guys do so and begin making your leave, Alistair, do you take your position at the helm?
I do.
Do you decide to steer the ship away from the island to the south, or would you like to pass by the Aegis Fang?
I would like to skip away. I'm not worried.
One more time?
I'm steering away. Glenn's got this. He'll be fine. So I'm going to pull the ship off the south.
Alright. At half sail, as you get the ship there, Trovis, Markham Southwell, and I assume Glyn hoisting the large windlass around with the kobold's help. Glyn, would you like to take a lifeboat to the ship?
Absolutely.
Anybody else going to join us?
I'm gonna stay
I'm
back.
letting Glenn have his experience.
I'm getting on the big ship.
Glenn, I'm with you for emotional support, and if you need
course.
anything, let me know.
Of course, Wes. Happy to have
Okay.
you come along.
Now row. My arms are good for nothing.
Yeah, of course.
As Glyn and Rez make their short journey to the ship, you
Yeah,
can
I'm just
see
testing out the new pan flute the entire time.
this ship is a massive, full galleon. As you are awestruck in its beauty, you see on the side written in a dark, once again, cyan hue of dwarvish runes. Glyn and Rez, you read the Aegis Fang. In other words, the Axe's head. As you stroll up, you do see a bit of gnarled net with barnacles hanging from the side. Seems to be strong enough to allow you to make your journey to the top.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll climb up.
As you guys begin pulling up, and you see a massive starburst that decorates all 3 of the sails, tattered by wind and time, now thawing with the newfound heat of the sun. And Glenn and Rez, you pull yourself up to see a dwarf fishing from the side. What would you like to do?
Actually, okay. I take out the fishing pole that my father gave to me that I've not used yet. I've been thinking a lot about this. And I take the other fishing pole that I bought extra and I give it to Rez. Would you
thank you.
care to do a little bit of fishing with
Sure, yeah. This is kind of your thing. I was thinking I could, step back and play some music, but if you want me to fish, I've never done it.
Excellent. Done plenty, and I'm sure that our friend here gave you a couple pointers as well.
Okay, gonna be honest, wasn't expecting to run into anybody, but take the lead.
And
As
we
you
walk
guys,
over with our fishing poles.
as you guys approach this dwarf, body resonating in ethereal, ghostial energy. He has black curly hair with strands of white and a very well manicured black beard. As he turns around and pushes his spectacles up over his nose. Look, son, the sky's clearing up today. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Should really be biting after all of this. I'm sure the warm temperatures will bring them close to the surface.
As you guys bring yourselves to the side and see that this dwarf is oddly wearing the attire of a tavern keep. He slings his hand around Glenn's shoulder and says, "Glad we could finally make our fishing trip, boy. Happy birthday."
Me too, Pops. This is a lot. I take out the what's the name of the big mug with a lid? What's it called? I'm so sorry.
A stein. It's called a stein.
I pull the stein in which I keep
Alex and Eric are crying.
my father's ashes from the event.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
It's been a lot for me, and I'm sorry that I spent so much time away. And if it means anything, the hook, line, and sinker is pretty legendary. And I'm gonna sprinkle the ashes of the father that I keep in the stein into the ocean off the side of the ship.
With that, Rez and Glenn, if you are so choosing to fish alongside a Glander, go ahead and make me a survival check.
Absolutely.
Okay. I can do that.
Ooh. Sorry, Dad.
As you dip your hook into the water, it snags on something. Go ahead and reel it up.
This rod you gave me is broken. It's not.
Don't go blaming the rod now. You sound like your grandfather.
The tools you gave me. I reel it up.
As you do so, you see on the end is a massive leather boot.
I was actually... Is it left or right?
It's actually uniform. The medieval era boots weren't really shaped left or right.
Yeah. Sweet. I actually needed a new one, Father, so this is good. This is great for me.
That's the spirit. Oh, look what your friend's pulling up. Rez, as you snag something too, do you decide to reel it?
Yeah, Rez is like holding back tears, realizing what's going on, and just like is like 5 feet away, like in the background, probably struggling with whatever fish he has on the line.
As it's wound up, you see it's actually an oyster.
Hey, Glenn, I got a clam.
It's actually an oyster.
Oh, I've got an oyster.
Don't worry about your apology,
Quite
Glenn.
good.
Keep it.
Quite good.
You're here now, and that's what counts. With that,
How are you here? Can I ask just before?
I'm always here, boy. As his ashes sweep out over the sea and begin to dissipate over the water, you watch as his form begins to dissipate, shrinking slowly over the course of the next 10 minutes.
As his form is dissipating over the entire 10 minutes, I am embracing my father, Eglander, as he slowly fades away over the next 10 minutes. I'm about to actually cry over a fictional man!
Thank you. Catch
My
up.
Fictional dad.
As he looks over, don't cry, son. I'm in Celestia now, with Marden and the Great Hall. When you get the chance, you should check the captain's quarters. I think he'd like to have a word with you.
Can I just talk to you again in there?
No. But I'll always be looking out for you, your friends, and all others under the banner of the Helm.
This is so good.
You've made me so proud, son. And I know your mother's proud too. As he gives you a hug, he kisses your forehead, and your hands collapse through nothing as Eglander Koenig disappears.
I'm gonna give it a few moments. Then while Glenn is still there, I'm just gonna go up to him and give him the most brotherly hug I can.
Glenn accepts it, and I got almost stuck on this boat, and then we're going home. And we're getting you home. Thank you. You're very good at this. Do you care to come with me to the captain's quarters? You got other things to do?
Yes, no. Yeah, I can join you.
Excellent. So I'm gonna take a road to the captain's quarters. Real quick.
As you both
And
step
I've got
in,
my brand new sword at the ready.
as you both step in, you see what appears to be a makeshift bonfire that kept the residents of this quarter warm for their last moments on Earth. Inside, you see 4 dwarven skeletons and a 5th corpse sitting in a red leather embroidered chair. Long, strewn white beard with hints of black, dark black hair that goes down to the back of his shoulders, and a smile on his face. In front of him, you see what looks like a prayer wheel of Moradin with 12 divots placed on each side. Go ahead and make me a history check at advantage, Glenn.
Yeah, okay. I think I know what this is.
Rez, make me an investigation check. Glenn, this is the corpse of Marthla Mordu.
Hey, that's what I thought.
And I'm exhausted, so that's in that one.
Rez. Glenn, rather. As you look at this prayer wheel, you notice there is a divot inside each corner for a specific doubloon. And one doubloon seems more obvious than the other. Inside, you find the platinum coin of Moradin.
Hey.
Oh shit! Isn't that the one that was like
coin.
meant to be even existing?
Yeah, I've got the coin in my beard.
That's the coin of
Of
Marthlamore.
Marthlamore.
That's right.
Yeah, I was curious. So I've got this thing of 12 divots. Is this like a stamp collection type shit? Like
I think it's the stamp collection type thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I take my coin and like find Marthamore's and set it in? Because this is the last thing I had in my beard. The other shit that I had, I threw out whenever we had the whole. So like, this is the last thing that's tied in my beard.
As you near to it, Rez, you try to contain your laughter as the coin inside Glenn's beard is suddenly magnetized to the prayer wheel. His beard seems to be pulling, and Glenn, it's very painful as it sinks in.
Glenn, wasn't there a story of like 12 coins or something?
I need you to untie this.
Oh, sorry. And I'll just take the rapier and snip it, and just cut that part of his beard.
Do you activate the flame tongue?
No, I don't magic. Not. It's a sword.
Are you sure?
It's got a. Yes, it's a sword. It's got a pointy bit. I'm just gonna.
Or pokey.
Fine, I'll take out my stiletto and cut and just cut his beard.
And with that, as the tip of your beard is cut off, the coin of Marthlamore sits at 6 o'clock, and the coin of Moradin at 12.
I then, after doing it, thank you, guys. Very much appreciated. I don't
Sorry about
fuck
your
up here. I don't. It's alright. I'm not even mad. I check out the corpse real quick. I like kind of look at it real quick, and I put my hand on its shoulder, and I tell him, "Thank you for everything. I wouldn't be near as interesting as I am right now. But not for you, nothing more.
I'll leave you for a moment, Glenn.
Actually, this is gonna be quick. I don't even need much time."
You hear a noise, like someone struggling to contain their tears. He would have appreciated this.
Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was me, actually.
Garrett?
I went by a few names when I was in his possession, but you can call me Dawnbringer.
Excellent off my back. Did you know him? You guys were friends? You speak? To me?
Yes.
To him? To me? To him?
He called me Dawn, but he smithed me on the forge of his father for the purpose of felling the Frostmaiden. And, for the time being, I will serve you.
You've got a whole lot to tell me, and for the purpose of not holding up my friends, we'll have these conversations later. I put the sword back on my back. I kiss the corpse forehead of Marthamoore. Now get out.
The rest of you on the ship,
there you are.
as you witness Rez and Glenn making their way back, you also notice the ship as a huge wreath of divine energy begins spinning around it. Rez and Glenn, as you look back, the ship, starting at the top of its mast and working the way down to the keel, disappears.
Hey, Glenn, did you grab that stamp collection wheel?
I don't think you did.
How about we say yes?
You did. It is in your journal right now. Making it
So
back.
when we get back to the ship. So, what is the game plan, Captain Davies? You seem to be a free man now.
First thing I'd like to do is remove the amulet of Levistus that I've had tied around my neck. Give it a crush in my hand and throw it overboard. Then I want to replace it by making a new amulet from bits of the skull and the golden tooth from the illithid skull from the ship, and tie that around my neck as my new amulet.
Alright. As you guys watch him fashion this in tinker-like quickness, you witness as Master Trovis takes off his own necklace of Levistus and throws it over the side.
It's a good day to be free, lads.
I've been saving this for quite the occasion, and I say surviving killing a god is no better occasion than this. So I will reach into my bag and pull out that very special bottle of gnomish, whatever it was, that I got off of Magic Boatmaker's boat. And I will pull out all of the small, like I will go around to everyone's glass and top it off. Raise my chalice. To the Wavy Navy. Our highs, our lows. But at the end of the day, hell, we're a family, huh? Cheers.
Just don't eat us.
Yes.
To the Wavy Navy.
Yes.
Yes, quite.
Perhaps.
With that, as you guys drink the beverage, for the next 2 hours, which is to say, this will run out before you reach coast, so no reason to add it, your passive perception is increased by 2, and your charisma by 4.
If that's the case, drinking this stuff, I'm putting on one hell of a performance on deck. Even though I'm exhausted, I feel this energy coming over me through the drink, and I play Rez's magnum opus. Like, this is going to be like his most meaningful song that he's ever played.
With that, if you guys didn't have DM's inspiration yet, you would now. Alistair, do you turn the ship southward?
We're turning southward.
Erland, as Tiger brings his head out of your cold snap leather bag, hanging it off the side and feeling the wind in his face. He says, "Yippee!"
His voice is getting lower.
Yippee is right.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I think, in this whole campaign, you guys have, like, genuinely seen, even though he's got the ice white eyes and stuff from whatever, you guys genuinely see Erlon just happy as can be, looking off into the ocean. Like, just overjoyed.
I mage hand slap his ass.
Should we be concerned that he's not looking at the stars right now?
Well, it's a beautiful sunny day, isn't it now?
It is.
And I'm a sea elf.
Alistair, roll me a tinkering check and add proficiency if you are proficient with sea vehicles.
I am.
Alright.
So, that is going to be this.
It would just,
plus-
now that I think about it, since you're already proficient with tinkering, it'd be the same check.
Okay. No extra bonus on top of that.
Intelligence plus proficiency.
God damn it. God damn it.
With that, plus an additional proficiency plus 3, you guys finally make it
Advantage.
back to the coast 2 weeks later.
Oh,
I'm guessing
amazing.
there's
Yeah,
a good
during that time, I'm
long
gonna
rest
be...
in there.
Go ahead.
What was your question?
I was just saying, I'm guessing there's a good long rest in there.
Oh yes.
At least once.
Plenty of long rests. And while
On the
that
first
happens,
day, it's 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Everybody, 99 bottles of beer. You'll take one down, you'll pass it around, and then, like, 8 days into the journey, we're still doing it, and just 12 bottles of beer. Fuck it, I don't care anymore. Let's go down to the mess hall.
with that, after the first day res, you do gain your long rest benefits, but without the oracle dust, you spend the next 13 days tossing and turning in your hammock.
I ran out on the journey to, before
Yes.
the journey to the Frostmaiden.
That is why when we get to the coast, you will have 1 point of exhaustion, and you will be unable to take any long rests until you get more Oracle Dust.
On the coast?
But the rest of us had a long rest.
Traveling...
Okay, so wait. So everyone else gets a long rest.
No,
but-
you get a long rest too. However, after that, the next 13 days, you cannot and will not again.
I will die because I'll get exhaustion points and they'll just stack up and I'll die.
No, with Oracle Dust Addiction, it only stacks at 3. So by the time
Okay,
you
so
only have
that's
1.
movement speed halved, ability checks disadvantage, and then what's the third level of exhaustion?
Instant
Disadvantage on all
painful death.
attacks.
Cool.
This is what you get for being a gosh dang druggy.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's for the
Like,
You
best.
should have
Party.
known better.
Yeah,
Rehab is a bitch.
Rez has C-Hab is what we're doing,
Hmm.
and he is
Let's turn around and go back out.
he's gritchety, he's angry, he's got the cold sweats.
He's walking the plank.
No, Rez, no.
I can't take it
Glenn would
anymore.
like On our trip, and I don't know, maybe I've missed something. On our trip, I want to approach Alistair at some point if I can catch him alone. Just ask him, like, hey, do you feel any different? Given the circumstances?
Feel like a free man. Feel like I'm finally
Divine
back.
Sense. I cast Divine Sense. Do I get any undead, celestial, fiend, anything from...
No.
You seem different. You sound different. You feel different.
Look there, hey.
Yeah,
Free again.
I like to imagine
Free
that
and alive.
Captain Alistair actually got drunk from us sharing that bottle of whatever it was because he's so used to being able to drink as much as he wants.
So what's your, I don't know what everyone's plan is currently. I think we've maybe had some post-Ice Maiden discussions, but do you have any plans right now? Alistair? Alistair, where are you going? Alistair, come back.
Alistair,
Alistair.
get away from the fridge. Alistair.
Laddies. I'm just ready to be back at sea. It's been too long. I've got a ship. I've got a crew. I'm free.
With that, I will ask, is there anything you would all like to do during these 2 weeks?
I would like to find Glenn. Probably towards, around day 10 or 11, maybe day 12, something like that. Just say, hey, Glenn. And I'm, scratching my arms and stuff, wiping my nose. That thing you did to Erland, do you think you could, I don't know if that would make me feel any better, but do you think you could, slap one of those my way? Yeah, if you could.
Still getting used to this thing. Let me give it a shot. You take the sword out, do the same thing. I point it towards him.
Okay, no need to attack me. No need to attack me.
Oh, no, Rez.
Aye, get him. Get him, Glenn. Get him.
Rez,
He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me.
Cuter him.
Rez, hold on, everyone, relax. Rez, I take the sword, I kind of pull it back. Rez, if I've not killed you before, I'm not gonna kill you right now.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
You know this.
Kill him.
Okay. Okay, I trust you.
I take it back. I put it towards his chest. Tip right at his heart. Spend all 3 charges for this day. Lesser restoration. And I don't think it helps with exhaustion.
That's
Well, it's
the
not-
only thing it helps with.
Well, it's not. Does it help with the addiction?
It does not help with the
less-
addiction, but it does cure your
Lesser
exhaustion.
restoration. Well, I don't know. You touch a creature and can end either one disease or condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
It cures your exhaustion, Rez.
Oh well,
You love it.
I feel a little better, but you know, if you keep your eyes out for any oracle dust when we get back to the shore, you know.
Hey, what? Huh? What?
So, Garrett,
Kidding. I know.
Yes, Erlon.
the Staff of Frost there's no need to roll the 1d6 plus 4 like 14 times.
No, it'll just replenish once you get there. Yeah, because the minimum you could roll is 2, and 2 times 14. That's many charges.
Over the course of the traveling, could I do maybe an Arcana check on the egg?
Sure. As you bring it out, are you being conspicuous?
I'm doing it in the captain's cabin.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
As you step into the captain's cabin in the aft castle, there is a couple windows leering out, and with that Arcana check, you know this is a dragon's egg.
Is that my armor?
I'm gonna make a little makeshift nest for it in the corner of my cabin to sit through the journey.
And it doubles as a very low, lingering blue lamp.
I would also like to add, I will find at some point Alistair, Larry, and maybe Oralis, and pull out those 2 big jars that I found, and say, you guys wouldn't. I found these in the Frostmaiden's lair. You guys wouldn't happen to know what these are, would you?
Can I make an investment?
Are they still frozen?
But about this time, Trovis, who's on the top deck, approaches. Oh, yes. I do know what those are.
Oh, what are they?
Why don't you open it and find out?
Does it have like a tab to flick open the top of it?
It's like a mason jar, so it's like an iron ringlet that's been frozen and thawed. You could pop it off and then unseal the catalytic cap.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna try to pop this bitch open.
It's a mason jar of oracle dust.
Is it like Johnny Depp? I've got a jar of dirt-sized jar.
As Markham Southwell approaches with a smile, and yes, it is blue tinge, much like the mason jars I have at home. You look inside, and you find a dozen silver badges, sword and an axe crossed. And as Markham Southwell and Master Trovis give a smile, you find the pieces 12. We use those to communicate back in our adventuring days.
Oh, like wait. And I pick one up and I toss one to Larry. And I talk into it really quiet. Larry, can you hear me?
Can I hear him?
Press the pommel of the axe.
Oh, I press the pommel of the axe. Larry, can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Larry, I can hear you.
Cool. And I put it in my pocket.
And I'm gonna hand them out to the party. You get one. You get one. You get one. And what about this other jar? And I pop it open too.
That jar. Go ahead.
I'm gonna walk over to Alistair with my little thing. I'm gonna say, Alistair, this should be Wavy Navy, huh? Not the axe, no. It should be a boat.
You know, that's a very fine idea. Gonna see if I can make that change.
Just thought I'd plant that seed.
Inevitably, as this continues and Aralas comes to the deck, or you find him yourself, Glenn. You haven't seen Aralas much over this trip, but you do now notice he is sporting a full beard of white hair.
Holy shit, Oralis! Look at you!
What happened?
Does it look
some one of the badges?
Fox.
Yes, I feel it's I'm getting used to it.
You know,
How long is it?
Oh, I keep it kind of trimmed.
You know, I used to have the best beard in the party, and then Rez fucking massacred it in front of my
Don't worry,
own
you never
god.
stood a chance.
I didn't notice.
Hey, Glenn, here,
Roll a
come here.
deception check, Larry.
I know
Come
she's
here.
lying. She doesn't know about it.
Actually, probably like that first night or maybe the next day, I would have gone up to Glenn and taken all of the braids out of his beard and rebraided it and made it like a really, with his permission, of course, made it like a really fancy, like intricate braid beard with maybe the occasional gold piece that's like not like prominent in his beard, but like if you look, it's like, oh shit, is there like pieces of filigree and stuff in his beard? With his permission.
Yeah, I would have allowed such a thing if he wanted to give it a shot.
As you go through artfully braiding your friend's beard, you find a few things.
We
So-
kiss.
Well, that's a given.
Find a few things. Love.
As they,
You find a few things. Love in each other's eyes.
as your lips caress, meeting one another, from the stern, you guys hear a bell toll. Ding ding, ding ding. Land ho! Ding ding, ding ding.
Real quick, DM, with your permission, I was thinking about it, and since the orb frosted my eyes over, I don't know if that was permanent, but over the course of the trip, if maybe Erlon's hair turned white as well.
No.
Okay.
But as it's continuing,
Shut up.
your eyes have been disseminating their color, and as you check a mirror, if you so wish, on the 14th day, you can see that they've come close, but are not entirely back to normal.
So they're like fogged over.
That's right.
Can I
Gotcha.
make an arcana check on his eyeballs?
If you so wish to allow her to, Erlot.
Yeah. Yep.
Tiger kind of looks at you apprehensively, Larry. And as you look into his eyes, you know that he has received Auril's blessing. You are now permanently resistant to frost damage. Your Staff of Frost gains a 7th charge. And you cannot fall unconscious by cold means or cold weather.
My staff has 10 charges.
Your staff has 11 charges.
Dang it, I wish I touched it.
Well, hopefully we won't need the cold resistance much longer anyways.
That's true. Is it a fairly warm day?
It's very warm, and even though the brightness kind of clouds your vision, Larry, you stare off the port bow. Alistair, you were the first to notice that at that dock of Revel's End, dozens of gnomes, humans, many dwarves, and even some dragonborn have awaited to greet you. As you pull up to the dock now, that is where we will take our bathroom break. Everybody ready? The first thing you guys hear when you pull to the shore isn't the sound of the cheering crowds, but the insects, the animals like beavers who exist in the small entryway, and the small ships which have come to trade with the Dale Lands for the first time in almost 3 years. On Luatir, the 10th, you arrive, and suddenly your ears are deafened by the raucous crowd. Hello! Wavy Navy! An ogre at the end of the dock stands up. And as you guys march forward, you see a few familiar faces. Captain Corncob, Sergeant Stumbleduck, and poking her head out from the side of Himble Bimblewood's cloak, a small girl. As she tugs on Himble Bimblewood's belt, "Look, Dad! It's the bringers of the light." As you find your way and make dock, you all get off the boat and are greeted to wreaths of flowers. Yellow leaves from the fay tree of the gnomish village and roses alike are tossed at your feet. As you make your way in, you see a few of the guards from the Dwarven Valley bow, indicating the arrival of their heroes.
Rez is drinking it all in. Ooh, he's bowing. He's flourishing. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, I saved your life. Ooh, thank you. No, you're the best. Oh, no, please, go on, I can't.
I'm kissing all the babies.
The image of Larry kissing all the babies fucking kills me.
There are many babies.
You want to eat them.
Clacking her teeth as she comes in.
Give me a child!
Alistair is avoiding every baby.
I want to kiss it.
Now what? I want to put my mouth on the baby!
As you continue your trek down the dock, you watch as one of the guards approaches Markham Southwell, and his very slight smile dowers a little bit. I see. We can talk about this later. As he approaches the elevator along with Master Trovis, do you guys choose to board and make your way up?
But of course.
As the gates are closed and the guards form a perimeter around the front, you watch as people try to get by and say something, but they can't quite manage. And then the lift rises. As the lift rises, Markham Southwell looks out. I hate to rain on such a festive day, but there has been a dragon sighting.
Of course there has been. Let me guess, it was a white one?
No.
Huh?
Red?
There has been sightings of a red dragon, and it's headed for the Dwarven Valley. Nothing you can't handle, god killers. And,
I think a dragon is a step below killing the god, so this should be fine.
a full fleet. And, Larry, I wanted you to have this. As he puts his hand behind his speaker's cloak, you see him pluck something off his chest, and as he comes out, he has a platinum sheriff's badge.
For me!
Just to make it official.
Old Sheriff Harple.
Oh, thank you.
And I put it on my cloak.
Well, Sheriff Popple, it looks like you have a new title.
He salutes you.
Yay!
Sheriff and a captain in one group? What are
I
we gonna do?
salute Larry as well.
Lashana looks about. Well, I have been missing the Dwarven Valley. It should be nice, huh, Rolas?
Yes, indeed. It's good to go on adventures. It's, you know.
She kind of scratches your chin.
No routine with us.
I like your beard.
Do you like the trim?
Yes, it's very becoming.
Thank you.
As you guys reach the top, you see deer frolicking with fawns. Eagles fly over, and an owl is nested nearby in a tall tree. As you guys step off, the griffins are awaiting, guarded by 2 Iron Stars guard and some of the members of the Malachite Rangers, the Dwarven Rangers from Dunpad. As they begin feeding your griffins and they notice you, they step away.
Oh, sorry, I had no idea that you were making it back so soon.
Oh, we've only been gone for a month. Oh, can I retroactively do something?
Sure.
While we were on the boat, I just wanted to send a message to Arnholt, a few days in maybe, and just say, we did it. The Frostmaiden is dead. We will meet you in Goodmead. Stay safe. Bye, bitch.
After a moment, you hear him say, "Nice."
Yep, that's orange.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
With my new amulet I've made myself, and the properties it contains. Thinking back to our journeys and looking through my blueprints and notes I've taken, could I replicate some of the technology from the Illithid ship?
I will say, after spending a lot of time with your blueprints, you have figured out a way to, you haven't crafted yet, but you have figured out a way to replicate the propulsion system.
A flying pirate ship. Flying pirate
You
ship.
know,
Not
lads.
not flying, but it would imitate the same speed.
Fucking Captain
Not
Hook,
flying.
but instead of Captain Hook, you're Captain Gun.
Captain Gun.
How much would it take for me to get it to the point where I could make a flying ship?
It's a good question. Make me a tinkerer's check.
Alright. So this is gonna be a +3 to this roll. And then I'm adding a +4 onto that, so that's 15 + 4 is 19.
The key part of this sentence is the phrase, with the right materials, no less than a month.
What sort of materials would I know I'm on the lookout for?
You would need an arcane capacitor. You would need a gnomish matrix, which you know to be a system that allows the propulsion to be controlled by the helm. And finally, you would need an organism or an entity that would allow you to accomplish what the nautiloid does.
Would you elaborate on that last point any?
No.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
The nautiloid is an interdimensional being, as well as an interplanar one. You're not sure how you would replicate that effect, and without that aspect, the ship is more akin to an airship than it is a nautiloid.
Hey, Garrett.
Go ahead.
Quick DM's question. I just remembered. The versatile archery homebrew rule.
Yes.
Would that count with my Star Archer?
Unfortunately, it would not.
Okay.
As you guys continue your journey out, do you board the Flying Arabella?
Of course.
Well, what?
Are we
Yeah, I was gonna say, what?
are we in Coppertop at the moment? Or...
You are in Rebels.
No, we're in
Inn.
Rebels Inn.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Guys, I can't help but
think
feeling that we've done something good.
Do you think it makes up for like all the other things we did?
I think it definitely makes up for the time I ate people in that cave.
At about that
I think
time,
it definitely-
Master Trovis over here is that. Excuse me.
It was a stew. A hag had made it. I thought it was a good stew. I went back for seconds, and then we found out it had people in it.
Ah, yes. It reminds me of the time me and Southwell were stranded at sea, but that's a different story.
Did you eat people too?
Everybody eating somebody?
Well, it was, only a goblin.
I really thought that I did something so uniquely horrible, and it just turns out all of you are eating other sentient, intelligent folk.
Master Connick, you have also eaten a person.
Who?
Never mind.
We'll talk later.
Of course. I'll see
Okay,
you at
let's
the
keep going.
Dwarven
Let's
Valley.
go.
As you guys fly up.
Before we head out, I'd like to fetch my dragon's egg and bring it with me.
Alright,
Instead
as you
of
make
leaving
your
it on
way
the boat.
down the lift, all the way back through those hordes of people that rip at your clothes, trying to steal a souvenir, and get aboard the ship, and then
I'm going to threaten
report.
them with my guns.
Oh, okay. A little girl just kind of looks down the barrel with one eye.
I like this one.
Inevitably, you make it back, and you guys all notice that Alistair seems to be carrying something. Unless it's in your bag of holding.
It's in my bag of holding.
Alright. As you board the Flying
Alistair's going to
Arabella,
be carrying a bag of holding.
with bright skies, there will be no animal handling check as you've... no tinkering check as there's no air resistance to steer through, no turbulence to compensate for. So I'll just need Erlon to roll me an animal handling check. With that, flying freely in the daylight, one of the griffins turns around. You know, this is a great day.
Ah, isn't it? I couldn't agree more.
After 3 hours, you guys find yourselves hovering over the Dwarven Valley, and you notice Markham Southwell and Master Trovis seem to be inspecting the entrance with odd eyes.
What is it?
As you guys land and board, and Erland, you ask him this question. Markham Southwell turns around.
The vaulted entrance. It's open, and there are no guards to be seen.
And Erland, as you
Erlon,
look
did
around...
you have a dream like this?
You know, I did. I believe there was a dragon inside of their room.
God, can we just get a break?
Ah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, I suppose we should inspect the place.
Yeah, what do you think, Sheriff Harple?
Yes, we should inspect the place. That was my idea.
Well, now we've gotten orders. It's official.
As Markham Southwell squeezes his body into the center of the vaulted entrance and looks around, do you follow him?
Of course.
Erlon will.
Yes.
As you guys make your way past now, walking through the very familiar but now vacant surroundings of the Dwarven Valley, you see around yourselves nothing. Vacant shops. And as you continue your way down the channel, you do notice the Tavern of Hamish's, the Daisy Wisp Inn, is a pile of rubble. What would you like to do?
Well, that is no good.
That is no good. I'd like to keep inspecting the place. Maybe try and find the throne room.
Alright. Erland, as you make your way to the throne room, you don't see any guards there either. And right before you enter the throne of black ice, you see 2 dead Goliath warriors at the front.
I'm gonna try a medicine check to see what happened to him.
Or an investigation or insight. Any of those 3. You know that they have been dead for 2 weeks.
Guys, I'm gonna call everybody over. Anybody that will come over.
Yeah.
I think that the moment we killed the Frostmaiden, something terrible happened here.
Yeah. Let's fix it.
Yes. I'm sure the Great Thane has something to say on the matter.
Do you know where we can find him?
Yes, just this way.
You know these dead Goliaths are just at the mouth of the throne room. You have yet to enter the cavern and make your way into the throne room proper.
Gotcha. I'm gonna enter the throne room.
Alright. I need a marching order. Erland is first, and Markham Southwell, Master Trovis right behind him.
I'll be in the back.
I know what this is.
I'll follow Travis and South.
Before we enter, Erland's gonna turn around. Guys, I have a funny feeling, so be prepared to fight.
You're great.
Let's
And opening up that door.
As you guys enter, you see Veridin Great Thane, this time dressed in Dwarven plate mail. He has a blue diamond-encrusted tiara on his head, and as he looks at you, he doesn't say a word. He gets down off of his steps and bows on one knee.
What is going on here?
Well, welcome back to your home, heroes. As he looks about you, you swear you can see a tear encrust off of his mapped face, his mustache soaking it all up.
What's happened?
As he looks about all of you now, he takes a moment to respond. My friends, you have done the realm a great service. Save not only this city, but perhaps all the sons of Moradin. You are the truest definition of heroes, and I give you my deepest thanks. In return, I ask that you accept my apology.
And what are you apologizing for?
In the month since you've left, I was faced with a dilemma. We ran out of food. So I went with your plan. If it wasn't for you, Alas and Rez, I would have never thought to move the citizenry to the tram. And thanks to you, they were all saved. But I was faced with a dilemma. On one side of the scale, the lives of my countrymen, my home. These are things I could not sacrifice. It was the hardest bargain of my life. For on the other side of the scale were your lives. Perhaps if the Frostmaiden did not tip the odds, we would not be having this conversation. But we are. At about that time, you guys begin feeling vibrations in the floor that amasses to these large permeations in the ground. Suddenly, huge metallic beats shake rocks free from the cavern entrance. As these huge thuds sound, pebbles fall free from the entrance, and debris flies free from behind you. As you all look back instinctually, you see, emerging from the darkness, bright blue eyes, white scales, the adult white dragon, Arviturus. As she breathes down.
Yes, a good pawn in my plans.
As she stalks back and forth in the entrance.
Tiny weeds, perpetuating the myth that their lives have meaning. One day you will perish, nations collapse, and then you will only exist in the minds of dragons.
As she looks at you, breathing out frost through her nostrils, what would you like to do?
I'm scooting 30 feet away from the party just to spread us out.
I was going to push you forward, actually.
You're gonna push me forward?
Well, just say something. He wants to talk.
Oh, hello, Miss Dragon, Miss.
I ask you this only once, survivors of Auril's wrath. Where are my children?
What? Yeah, I think you're wanting him. Alistair?
Under the bus. Sorry, Alice.
We don't know that Alistair has the egg.
Not
Yeah,
the
what the
egg.
fuck,
It's
guys?
the kobold babies. Alistair, and I push Alistair forward. Mind explaining yourself?
I got nothing to explain.
Alistair! I am the sheriff, and I command you to tell the truth.
As you
I'm the
watch.
captain of my own vessel. I don't take orders from a sheriff.
Hey, Alistair, don't know if you've noticed, we're not on your vessel. We're on land. And land is where the sheriff rules. Larry,
It's
tell him
just a
again.
big dragon, you know?
No,
Alistair, do you have any sort of spell that could make him, speak the truth? Or rather?
I do not know.
As you watch Arvicharis take 3 deep breaths, you guys have but a moment to react in time.
Okay,
gonna-
okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna
hiding
speak-
behind a pillar or a wall or...
Mirror
I'm
image.
gonna speak to the dragon directly. I don't have your children.
And I have no quarter for you.
As this blast goes out, Rez, you're 30 feet away back with Veridin. I need Larry, Glyn, Aralas, and Alistair to roll me a dexterity saving throw. And whenever you're on this page, you'll roll initiative as well.
I said I would perhaps mirror image.
Yes, you had enough time.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh.
I don't want to jinx it.
I think
Well,
I've
it's
rolled a
not
bunch of shit I didn't mean to
Yeah,
roll.
roll 20 is taking forever to load.
No, it just worked for me.
Yeah, I believe it finally broke.
Do you like to say
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
going
tried
to
to
use
roll
a
it.
flash of genius to add to my deck save?
Sure thing.
That's weird. My circle is yellow despite me being fully
Yep,
healed.
that is not good.
My roll 20 page is completely frozen.
We will take a short break for technical difficulties.
Okay. So zoomed in. Zoom out. Siri, zoom out.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Alright. Everyone, roll for initiative. Aralas, how do you always do it?
Worked. I rolled.
don't know.
uh,
Pisses me right off.
Then I got a fucking nice dex boost.
It's the beard.
Oh shit. I gotta like open up my character sheet again.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
15s
like-
across the board.
Check this out.
No way. What? Oh, okay. Erlond, what's your dexterity?
Yeah. How's that?
Give me just a second, I'm pulling my character sheet.
Yeah, Erlond, Glenn, and Alistair, and Larry, please tell me what... Look at this
16.
initiative, dude!
I rolled
So-
a 16. But, like,
On my
chat like
dex
this
earlier,
weird.
I rolled a 14 and I added 4 from Flash of Genius. from
Correct.
18.
Correct. So, at the start of the game... Alright. So,
16, huh? Or 15, huh?
I
Sucks
need...
for,
So,
to
Larry,
roll.
you rolled a 7. And you have an 18, Alistair. Can anyone else tell me their dexterity saving throws? Because I only see Alistair and Larry.
Wait,
My dexterity saving throw is 0.
You
Oh.
rolled a 0?
Well, I rolled a 16 for initiative.
No, roll a
Dexterity
dexterity
saving
saving throw. Erlond and
Oh.
Rez, you're good, but I need one from Glyn and Aurelas.
Oh, that's true.
Can I add an inspiration to that dexterity?
Sure, you can use your inspiration for this.
Yeah. What should I roll?
Just roll another dexterity save and add a d4. All right, 19.
Nice.
I clicked twice, I think. I have advantage of 23,
All right,
which is still my roll.
all right. Okay. Orlas.
Oh
You
my
take
god.
Orlas, you take 22 points of cold damage, reduced to 11. Oh wait, you don't have resistance to cold damage, do you?
I do not. So
All
it's
right, you take 22 points of cold damage. Larry, you take 22 points of cold damage, reduced to 11. Glenn, you take 11 points of cold damage. That's reduced as well. 11 points.
Awesome.
Alistair, you rolled an 18. You take 44 points of cold damage. You are not resistant any longer.
I am because I'm wearing the Clyde Cat coat.
I looked it up, and that does not have resistance to cold damage.
It doesn't?
It does
Son
not.
of a-
It's warm winter clothing. That's where the confusion came in.
God damn it.
All right.
God
Wait.
damn it.
Oh my god.
So I'm
Master
taking
Dragon's
44.
God.
I'll use my reaction to absorb elements to cut it in half. DM.
Okay, is that for Alistair, or are you doing it for yourself?
For myself, it's
Alright,
me,
you only take 11 in
Oh.
that case.
I'll do my own absorb elements.
Alright, it's your reaction. And you will reduce that to 22 cold damage.
Okay.
Alright. Markham Southwell and Trovis fail. And with that, Orlas, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I will get a Baptist move. I'll get in. Dragon is here. I'll get in a corner, and I will activate bonus action Blade Song, and I will I mirrored image bonus action Blade Song. I'm going to fire shield myself for frost resistance. That's all I got for now.
Alright. Sounds good. Larry, make sure to update your health. Glenn, it is your turn.
Excellent. I think I need to adjust my armor class. I think it's now just 18 because I imagine a greatsword is probably a two-handed weapon.
It is.
Excellent. So let me just switch that. Let me take away
And
the
it's
shield.
not identical to your scimitar because it deals 1d12 plus 2.
Yes, I think I've adjusted it. Well, on the little thing here I've got, it says it does 1d12 plus 2 plus 1d8 cold damage. Is
Correct.
that just all the time, or do
Correct.
I have to?
It does that all the time.
All the time. Excellent. I think I've got it on the correct. Like I think it's set right on my weapon thing. I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully. Okay. Actually, I guess first I should move, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna move towards this dragon. Blam. I'm in its fucking face.
You are.
And now I'm going to attempt to hopefully. I don't know if this is gonna do it, right?
Alright. Now, that's a d20 plus 4 plus 3, and you add the 2 to hit as well. So that's not a 12, that's actually a 14, but you still miss.
Oh, okay, sweet. Well, I've got an extra attack, so let me just go ahead and roll the other one. Blam. Still miss.
And misses as well. Now you do have DM's inspiration.
Yeah, what is that? It's 1d4 plus, what is it?
You just roll an extra d20. It's DM's inspiration, but
Oh,
you
just roll
don't
an
get
extra
the
D20?
extra d4 because you have not done your feedback yet.
Okay, sweet. Well, I'll just roll an extra d20. Wow, astounding.
Alright, 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15. Still doesn't hit.
Okay! But, that's pretty much all I got. So, have fun, dragon.
With that, Erlond, what is your dexterity score?
16 or
Alistair,
3.
what is yours?
My dexterity score is a 15 plus 2.
Larry, what is yours?
I think mine's also 15.
Alright. Erlond, it is your turn. In the meantime, Alistair and Larry roll a d20. We'll see who goes first.
Okay. Erlund is going to step over here and cast. You know what? Good old guiding bolt. Come on, baby!
Not with advantage, but it does hit. So, 14 plus 24, you have inflicted... Can someone do that math? What's 14 plus 24? Is that 38?
38, yeah.
38 points of damage.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to wild shape into Chalice and hold that for my next round, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, at the end of your turn, Arbitrus turns to you.
Fool! Let me show you what a true god is capable of.
And at the end of your turn, Erland, as her legendary action, she's going to swing her tail wide and try to strike you, Erlas. So... Erlas, does a 20 hit?
It does not, as I... Oh... Actually, no, I made my turn, so I can cast Shield, which I will.
But you used your reaction to cast Absorb Elements, didn't you?
Yes, but then I had my turn after
that. Good point. Okay, so with Shield,
yeah.
What is your AC?
25.
And it smacks right off that shield as a scale flies and cracks against the wall, and we go to Alistair's turn.
Alright, I am moving down here, so that I'm flanking with Aurelis. And then I'm going to waste my action.
I hate to say you can't stand in that square, because that's where the stone wall is. So if you move a little bit closer. And that does hit, the 21.
Well,
make sure to take that ammo off.
Yeah, and that's 14 radiant damage.
Alright, I don't see it, but I will take your word for it. Oh, there we go.
It should have just popped.
As the laser zaps a hole straight through her shoulder, she looks even more intent at you. Is that in your turn?
No. I will then... We're gonna flamethrower her.
Alright.
DC 16.
Alright, since the dragon fails, it will choose to succeed instead as a legendary reaction.
Because it's a bitch. And that's really my turn.
Alright.
Okay. Is this something that I can, like, hide behind and get covered?
Yeah, it's a table. It's about 3 feet tall, which just comes up to your eye level, and it's covered with Chardelin rocks.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to kind of get myself, selected. Am I kind of, like, behind it a little bit?
Also, really quick, Alistair, roll for damage. She still takes half.
I did roll for damage. Is it not showing up? It should be 9.
Right. Thank you for that. Go ahead, Larry.
Okay. So from behind this table, I'm going to cast Arcane Weapon. I'm gonna kind of look up over it and throw my hammer.
All right.
And it should be at advantage because tactics.
Yes. That hits.
Oh yes, with arcane weapons, so that's a d6.
As you watch the hammer spin, it gets right to the edge. It almost turns back because you were literally at the limit of your throwing distance. It smacks her on the snout, breaking one of the thorns on her head. As she snarls back, it returns to your hand.
Alright, and then it's going right back.
That hits again.
Yes. Okay, and then another d6.
Alright.
Alright, and that will end my turn. And I will crouch back down behind this table.
With those...
cower like a baby.
As you cower like a baby and you guys watch these vicious smacks hit, Rez, You're staring down the eye of this dragon, who doesn't look that much worse for wear.
Okay, so I think this is a free action. It doesn't detail whether or not it's an action or a bonus action. It says I can use it as an action or bonus action. Okay, so as a bonus action, I'm going to use 2 charges of my flute, and a shimmering veil sweeps over me, and in a 30-foot wave. And he is just within 30 feet, so he must succeed a Wisdom 16 saving throw. And if he fails it, he cannot attack me, and he giggles whenever the thought crosses his mind or her mind.
Alright, she fails the save, so using her second use, she's going to choose to succeed it.
Okay, and then for my action, I'm going to cast Polymorph on the dragon.
Alright.
Well, let's see if it passes.
Is this a wisdom save?
I
It
do
is.
believe.
Alright. Natural 20.
Bitch.
That was a good turn, though.
Damn, my cutting words did nothing.
It's alright. Unfortunately, I will say you can rescind the cutting words because a natural 20, you know, would succeed regardless.
Yeah, and that'll be my turn after I move around a bit.
Alright, where would you like to move? Okay. On Master Trogus' turn, he flies in. Fakir Konig! Yes! And as he gets to here, he's gonna pull out his long sword and begin attacking. That's a 20, that hits. That's a 12, it does not. With his first attack, he inflicts 6 damage. Markham Southwell rushes in. For Brinshanda! That is a hit. And that is a miss. Altogether, 15 points. And on Lashana's turn, as she rushes up to here, she's gonna point her finger out. Mil Mata! And as she points it, Firebolt, which misses. She's gonna use her bonus action just to get a little bit farther away as we go back to the dragon's turn. But before that, as a legendary action, you guys watch as the wagon, the dragon.
Fools! Your cities are ruined, and so are your lives.
As she gets to her back, she begins beating her wings and using all of her legendary actions. I need Alistair, Auralas, and Glenn to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Four.
Okay.
Auralas, did you roll?
Oh, yes.
Alright, nice.
Yeah, right there. Jeez.
Booyah. So,
I touched this.
okay. Alright, Trovis succeeds, but... I'm sorry, Southwell succeeds, but Trovis, Glenn, and Alistair, you guys take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and you will start your turns prone. With that, it is Arviturus' turn. As she lands after that brief respite, shaking the walls. she's going to look around and snarl. As she does so, Larry, you're cowering, so you don't need to. But Rez, Erland, and everyone else, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage on this if you are resistant to being frightened.
Who does not?
The only people who don't have to roll are Larry.
Okay. Gotcha.
Alright.
Is that a fear?
That's right. Erland, Glenn, and Alistair, you are frightened of this creature, and you cannot attack her on your next turn. Wait a minute.
I thought frightened meant you can't get any closer and all your attacks are made at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Let me look that up real quick.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Alright, thank you for that. And with that, she's going to begin doing a flurry of attacks as she turns around like a tornado. First, she's going to bite you, Glenn. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Isn't Rory here and she would cancel the natural 20?
Rory is not here.
I think Rory would do that, and Rory is here.
We
She
left
is not
Rory on the island. Damn it.
No one
Rory's
asked
in my back pocket.
to check on
She'll
her.
swim back, it's fine.
Alright. Okay. So, that is 22 damage plus another 20. So you take 42 points of piercing damage, Glenn.
Ooh, 42 you said?
42. As the tail attack comes in, Orlas, does a 16 hit?
You're muted.
Orlas, does a 16 hit?
Thank you, sir. I don't know if you want to retcon it, because it would have hit my mirror image the last time.
Well, yeah, I knew
This
that.
one-
Yeah.
This 116 would not hit, so it depends if you want me to take off the mirror image or the slot as I did. I don't mind.
Well, you use shield, so I'll say that first mirror image is fine, but the second one is definitely gone.
My ass is saved for that. There's 2 left, sorry.
Alright, and that is going to end her turn. Up next, Orlas, it is your turn.
It's time to get you a bit angry, and I will Shadow Blade at 4th level. That's all my slots. And I will take my first attack with a Booming Blade. Level 4 Shadow Blade. Elvin, it's the dim light in this room, I guess. It's not a bright sunny day.
It is bright light.
Okay, Elven Accuracy. 26 to hit.
26
For
hits.
17 Psychic. And then the Booming Blade cantrip will apply itself for instant 6.
Okay.
So 23 instant damage. If she moves, she takes 10.
Alright, good to know.
That's my first attack. Second attack, I'm going in again. Shadow Blade, Elven Accuracy. Yes, 21 to hit.
That hits.
17 Psychic.
Alright. With those massive hits, you guys watch. Oh, her health isn't quite that low. As you guys watch Orlas carving up the back of this dragon, the scales fly off, the dragon whips around, turning her attention to him.
Petty
Can
elf.
I scoot or slide below her to get there? Would you allow that?
Of course, yeah, you don't break her range ever, so you're good.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, and I'll try to get her to hate me, so my friends have a safer time hitting her ass.
Alright. And there's the frightened effect, if you guys would like to read that. Oh, it didn't show, that's fine. Is your turn over?
Yes.
Glenn, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Also, I forgot, roll me another wisdom save. Because you have to roll again.
Me?
Yeah, you have to roll again at the start of your turn to see if you succeed.
Okay.
Alright. That's actually at the end of your turn. I just read I'm sorry, but at the end of your turn, you will no longer be frightened.
Okay, well, cool. Then I guess that's my turn.
Nope. You can still do your turn. I just did it
still my turn?
opposite.
Like,
Yep.
still do cool attacks?
Oh yeah, you
Sweet.
just have disadvantage.
Okay, sweet. Well, at the end of my turn, great, glad to hear it. I'm actually, however, going to just use my action to spend the full 40 land hands that I have, because I got pretty beat. So I'm just gonna use all 40 of myself right now.
All right,
I'm fucked up,
you are.
and this is a new spot for me. So I'm just gonna use it. So I'm gonna bump myself up the cool 40 hit points, and I will then stand my ground. Actually, I thought I might move, but you know what? I don't want this dragon to be able to follow me. So here we go. I'm staying here.
All right.
That's where I'll end my turn.
Okay. Up next, Erland, it is your turn.
I am going to I can't get closer. I'm gonna cast Healing Word and say Captain Davies, you're looking rough, but look better. Yeah. And
All right.
then
And you were holding chalice too.
that is correct. Thank you for that.
So do chalice as well.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. All right, Alistair, you regain 10 health points,
And then
and this would trigger another chalice because you're healing. Because remember, your first chalice was triggered from the arrow. This chalice is triggered again from healing, so you can actually do that again if you'd like.
Oh, well then yeah.
All right. So if you're putting all those into Alistair, you regain 16 points.
There you go.
Oh, freaking yeah.
And then I might as well try, you know. Might as well try. Where'd it go? There it is.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Can I use my DM's inspiration there?
Yes, and that would be a 24. That hits.
Great. We'll do that then. Is the damage showing up for you guys?
I see the dice, but it's
No.
not on the board. What's the damage say?
For me, it says 4, 2, 6, and 1.
That would be 13.
There you go.
All right. As that guiding bolt strikes, is that in your turn?
That does.
You watch as Avatros looks around.
Why don't you try and heal this?
As her wings come down, she begins flapping them again as her legendary actions have refilled. I once again need Alistair, Glenn, and... Where are you at? Oh yeah, Aralas, Glenn, and Alistair to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I will use my DM's inspiration
Alright.
to reroll that if okay.
What's the inspiration? Did I already use my? I don't remember.
I believe so for an attack.
I need to roll
Yeah,
my
you know
wisdom
what?
save
Never mind.
for frightened.
Let it
You do.
stand.
I
Let
thank
the
you for
five
reminding me.
show.
Oh, motherfucker.
Alright, you are still frightened, Erlon. And with that, let's see here.
I'm
Alright.
curious.
Markham Southwell and Trovis both fail as they in their turns, and as you guys watch Markham Southwell's head hit the pavement, it begins to bleed as he is unconscious. Trovis is also prone. Glenn, did you use your inspiration?
I used it earlier, so I don't have anything.
True.
left.
Glenn,
Yeah.
you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Alistair, you are fine. Uralas, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and both you and Glenn are now prone. Alistair,
I rerolled 23 with inspiration. So I pass at the bottom.
okay.
Hey, Garrett.
What's up?
Quick question. Because I forgot about the frightened thing. Would I have even been able to use my DM's inspiration earlier on my guiding bolt?
Yeah, it would just counteract it.
Okay, just making sure.
But since that disadvantage would become advantage, you would just have a 15. So unfortunately, that attack would not have landed.
Okay, so
It's fine, I've already calculated it. Alistair, it is now your turn.
so I still don't have DM's inspiration either.
No, you would not.
First thing I'd like to do is get up from being prone.
Wait a minute, Erland, did you give me your feedback yet? You did.
Yes.
Roll a d4. That hits.
No, not. I wasn't meaning for that. I was gonna say to use on my wisdom save.
Oh, well, you already
So I
used
could
it on
be
your attack.
unfrightened. Yeah, but I was thinking because it wouldn't have done anything, would I have known that?
No.
Because I forgot I was frightened.
You wouldn't have known their AC. So I'll say it still goes for the attack, but the attack now does hit, and I'll factor in the damage.
Okay.
Alistair, what do you want to do?
So I got up from being prone. And then I'd like to get into position to have flanking with Trovis
Alright, that would be right here.
in here.
Yeah, I would give that.
Okay. Trying to get every little bit I can. And then with one of my 5 vials of alcoholic substance, I would like to catapult. And that's a DC 16.
Alright. She fails.
So that would be 19 bludgeoning damage.
I suppose it would.
And I'm launching one of my vials of very potent alcohol
Alright.
at her.
Very
And
nice.
then I'm going to follow that up with, if you can believe it, flamethrower.
As the black, brackish liquid of the man drains off her face, she looks forward. You're going to be the first. And then her mouth is engulfed in fire. Now, she will take half if she fails. And she does, so she takes the full damage. What else would you like to do?
Let's see, I was prone, so I already used movement. I guess all I have left to do is my wisdom save, right?
That's right. Alright. You succeed. You are no longer frightened.
Fuck. Yeah.
Alright.
Let's kill this dragon.
With
That's my
that,
turn.
Larry, it is now your turn. However, at the end of Alistair's turn, you watch as the dragon encroaches on him and then just flicks her tail. As she does, you guys watch as Trovis is thrown to the ground. And it is now your turn, Larry.
Okay. I need to go to bed soon, but I'm waiting till the end of this fight. Okay. I will throw my hammer, first of all.
That misses.
That misses. Ooh, that's no good. Let's do it again.
That hits?
Oh, bet. Okay. And then we will do D6. And then Bonus action, I'm gonna drag in my Steel Defender. And then my Steel Defender is going to make a Force-empowered Rend.
Alright, with 2 mighty bonks, Erwin arrives, and with his Rend, even with advantage, he just misses as the dragon deftly pulls her wing up, inspecting it.
Well, that will end my turn.
Alright, Rez, as you watch this occur, feeling like you have the better of this dragon with your spells now, what do you want to do?
I'm going to do a mass healing word and just say, rise! And let me roll that real quick. I don't know why it didn't. That's a really weird roll.
Alright, what 6 creatures would you like?
I would like Speaker Southwell, Master Trovis, Glenn, Captain Davies, Aralis, and Larry.
Okay, since that heal is totally broken, go ahead and roll a d4 for me, please. And then your spellcasting modifier is 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, it was the same number. So
Same thing.
So you said Alistair?
Yeah.
Alright, all of you gain 6
So
points of healing.
Alistair, Aralis, Glenn, Southwell, Provis, and Larry all get 6 hit points.
Alright, there you go, guys. Add 6
And then for
hit
my
points.
action, I'm gonna throw a Sacred Flame.
Alright. As you guys watch Rez form a purple fireball at the center with yellow tinges and throw it, she's going to look out and try to make her dex save, and she fails.
Okay, 12 points of radiant damage, and that'll be my turn.
Alright. Good turn at that. Up next is Master Trovis, Speaker Southwell. Trovis is going to run up before it, but get right here. And go ahead with his longsword attacks. It's a natural 20 from Trovis, as he sinks in his longsword blade, dealing a grand total of 18 damage. The dragon. Markham Southwell's gonna do the same thing, as he wipes blood from his mouth. You haven't got through to me yet, bitch! And Markham hits with both of his attacks. 11 plus 4, 15 damage onto the creature. And with that, we go to Arvichuris. On her turn. Alright. As it flies into the air, taking the 10 damage,
Yes, please.
it is going to move right here, crashing down right in front of you, Glenn, inside of the melee range. Alistair, you were 10 feet out, so you weren't quite within range, but Aurelas, you get an opportunity
I have
attack.
to ask. I'm so sorry. I have to ask. How high did it fly? Did it fly higher than 5 feet above me?
No, just with its feet narrowly above the ground, hovering. And Aurelas, you inflict 15 psychic damage?
18, the first roll to the higher.
Wow, why 4d8? That's crazy. Okay, 15 points.
It's all my spell slots do.
I guess so. With that, she lands. And in front, first she bites at you again, Glenn.
Okay.
22.
That hits. Easy.
Glenn, you take 15 piercing damage and 1 point of cold damage.
Okay.
She's gonna whip her tail back. This time, slamming Master Trovis. With 18 damage, she flies back again, unconscious once more. Oh. Oh no. And with that, she gets one more bite attack. This time on Markham Southwell. And she hits with a natural 20. You watch as she pushes you aside, Glenn, grabs Markham, and begins chomping on him. That is going to be 16. That's 20. Another 20, plus another 8. Markham Southwell is losing his life fast as she is swinging him from side to side. And after she is through, we're gonna go back at the top of the chart to you, Aurelis.
Okay, I will use my bonus action to push. Fuck. I'm gonna push Lashana 5 feet north with my bonus action till a kinetic feet, and I'm going to get in there. Actually, seeing my friend Alistar on that side, I will jump and close my position actually here to give Glenn some advantage flanking, and I will do the same shenanigans I do with the Shadow Blade. I'm gonna cut at it, Elven Accuracy, 20 to hit, 17 psychic damage.
That would hit.
And as my second attack, I will use the Shadow Blade again to cast a Booming Blade on the beast.
Keep in mind though, it still would have hit even without advantage, but this isn't dim light, just so we're clear. Alright, second attack is a 23.
It is not dim
It
light?
is not dim light, it's bright. The furnaces have lit the room, it is not dim light.
Oh!
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Okay. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Well then, the second roll would not be 23, it would be 16.
That misses.
That misses. Yeah, okay. That's all from me. Lashana's pushed away. I'm gonna shout at the beast to try to taunt it to my best, and that's my turn.
Alright. With that, Glenn, as Markham Southwell is slung and his blood splatters your beard, what would you like to do?
Okay. Now I could hit this dragon. Maybe I should. But I am going to use this time to cast at first level. I'm going to move over to the dragon. I'm sorry. Okay, not the dragon. Right next to Southwell. I'm going to use the opportunity to cast Cure Wounds. To heal for D8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is, of course, my charisma, which is a plus. So that comes out to, what is it, 1d8 plus 2? Okay. I'm gonna heal Southwell for 1d8 plus 2 for my action. 8 plus 2. It's 5 health. Excellent.
Alright, with that, you wait until he swings by and you manage to grab his ankle and heal it. Is that 5 total?
That is 5 total. And now is my turn with him up 5. I'm gonna move within the range. 5, 10. I'm circling this dragon. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I stop.
Alright. Ooh, did you start your turn prone?
Oh, actually I didn't. So let me move back. I believe this, 10 feet, so I only have 25 feet of movement.
That's right, that would be your max.
Yep, so there, and that's where I'll stop my turn.
At the end of your turn, you hear her say,
"Where's my plaything?"
and she's gonna spend one of her legendary actions to tail attack the still dead Trovis. as she does. 23 to hit. You guys watch as the tail comes down and obliterates Trovis's body as Markham Southwell reaches out. No! And with that, we go to your turn, Erland.
I am. Give me a second. I'm gonna cast Blight.
Alright. She fails and takes 35, and keep in mind that is a touch spell, I believe.
30 feet.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
No, Blight is just it's a ranged spell attack.
All right, take away the spell slot, and with that, she's going to take 35 points of necrotic damage. Oh, not that much. All right. As you guys watch her face gnarl, what talons on her head break, and the dead dragon rider on her back almost falls off the saddle as her body weakens in size.
Trovis, stand up, please.
Nothing.
Yeah. And then, well, since I cast that, I'm using Chalice, and Chalice is gonna go to Speaker Southwell.
All right, another 4 points of healing. Make sure at the end of your turn, Erlon, to roll a Wisdom saving throw. And with that, you are still frightened. But, since it's been a minute, at the beginning of your next turn, you will no longer be.
Cool.
Alright, is that your turn?
That does.
Okay. Alistair, what would you like to do?
I would like to move over here to try and get flanking with Lashana. And then... oh boy, here we go. Alien Blaster.
So close, that was a 19, you're so close. It hits, but it doesn't do its job.
Shit.
You hate to see it. 15
That's
radiant.
15 radiant damage.
Alright.
And then... I'm actually going to do something different this time. For my bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Speaker Southwell.
Alright. So whoever attacks him will have to make a Wisdom saving throw. Understood.
Yeah. And if they fail, they either lose the attack or have to choose a new target.
Alright. I'm going to put Blessed on his sign so we don't forget. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, Larry.
Okay, alright. Here we go. Yeah. I'm gonna go in with my hammers.
Alright. Even with advantage with Erwin there.
Yeah.
And the second one, as it flies forward, you watch as the dragon bonks it with its head, and it does not hit either.
Not even with advantage?
No.
Okay. Well, Erwin's gonna move forward and make a ring. Let's see.
With Erwin's attack, once again turning around just in time, the attack falls between her legs and misses.
God. Okay. Well. Yeah, that does it for me then. Sorry, guys.
You killed the Frostmaiden. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I ate her alive.
There you go.
Yeah, that is my
Doing great.
Rez, what would you like to do?
I can see that Southwell keeps going up and down and up and down. So I'm gonna pull out a move that I did last time, and I slap my hands together, rip them apart as I played a tune on my pan flute that's in the little like harmonica thing that I have on. And Speaker Southwell, like his legs get really thick and muscly, his arms shrink back into him, his head grows really long, and he becomes a T-Rex.
All right.
Yeah, and Shank's where he should still be on him.
That is true. He is going to go ahead and make a wisdom save, though, because he does not know what's happening.
Very fair.
And he fails. So with that, he becomes a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And then bonus action, I'm just going to say, Glenn, fuck it up! And you get, an inspiration.
Alright. There is Southwell as a T-Rex. I feel like he's going to be making a return a lot, so I keep that token on hand. Alright. And with that, it's Trovis' turn. However, since your turn ends, she's going to stand up and flap her wings as the Markham Southwell dinosaur, Glenn, Oralas, and Alistair.
Deflect?
Unfortunately, this is not an attack, but the four of you need to go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. But she is flapping her wings once again.
Ooh, she did it fast.
Alright.
15, fine.
Alright, so Glenn, Alistair, and Aralas, you fall prone again, and you all take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Markham Southwell is going to do the same thing, or should I say the Tyrannosaurus Rex? And with that, the dinosaur falls on its side prone and takes... Good lord, so much health.
Can the dinosaur really fall prone?
What was that?
Can the dinosaur really fall prone?
Oh yeah.
It's a T-Rex.
It's hard to
It's
get
gonna
up.
take 5 turns to get up.
I keep my Shadow Blade up with my concentration.
On Markham Southwell's turn now, he's going to use his T-Rex form to get up. And he is going to lay into this creature. So that's going to be plus 10. That's a 23. That hits. And that is going to be a bite attack. This is going to be plus 7. So that is 40 damage on the bite attack as he sinks his teeth into the creature, dealing the full damage. And with that, Lashana gets her turn. 5, 10, same thing.
We'll just say he does lose Sanctuary since he made an attack.
Oh, that is true. And as she runs back, we're going to go to Arviturus' turn. With that, oof. As she flies back now, deep into the corridor. Or alas, you gain an attack of opportunity.
Since the T-Rex was engaged on the other side, do I still have advantage? Not from the light, but by flanking.
Oh yeah, when you attack, yeah, you would.
Gotcha. So I think because of the T-Rex, that would be advantage. Triggering of an accuracy.
That is.
That's doing 15 psychic.
She
damage.
roars.
6 adventurers and a kobold. You thought you could kill me?
And with that, as she expels her icy breath once again, everybody in the room except Rez, as it goes out, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
It says Constitution.
Everyone but me?
Everyone but
Yeah,
you,
it's
it's 60 feet this time.
It says
Constitution.
Constitution.
I'd rather
Oh,
do
my
dex,
bad, it's
but,
a constitution save this time, my bad.
Okay.
I'm also
Even Larry, even though
resistant to
I'm-
cold damage.
That's right.
I'm within 60 feet of him.
Are you?
Garrett, I have advantage because
Yeah,
of the...
I'm like 50 feet away.
Oh my god, yeah, you are Rez. Thank you for that.
I do have advantage because of the cloak.
It's not a spell.
Oh, it is not. Then I will use a reaction to half the damage because my face.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm behind cover,
You are good, Larry. I just looked it up, you are good.
okay.
However, with that attack,
Oh, I have the fire shield.
Holy shit, that's a lot of die.
Alistair, you take 19 halved because you're resistant. Oh wait, no you're not. Alistair, you just take 19 points of cold damage.
Could I absorb elements on top of that?
Yes, you could as a reaction.
Yes, that is what I will be doing.
Actually, why am I this bad at math? You take 29 halved to 15.
27.
Yes, 27. Good Lord. Okay.
Just tell me what damage I'm taking.
27
damage.
half 14.
Hold on. Alright, with resistance, there you go. So, oh, my brain is so stupid. 27 halved to 14. 14 cold damage. Or alas, you are going to absorb elements as well?
I have my flame shield on actually. I was gonna cut it in half.
Okay, that's going to
That
cut it now.
replaces it.
Alright, in that case, you take only 27 points of cold damage.
I'll be on
Glenn,
the ground.
you take 54 halved to 27 because you're a dwarf with your cold resistance. And you're muted.
I am unconscious.
With this blast of cold, you watch as Glenn hits the deck.
Both of our healers.
I assume I take that damage as well.
Yes, and Erland, you also take 54 halved to 27. Rez, are you resistant to cold? You are unconscious. And Erland, you take 27 damage. As Glenn and all of you go down, Speaker Southwell's dinosaur also takes 54 points of damage.
Holy shit.
As you guys watch the dragon begin marching forward, Larry, you poke your head up.
You are no match for me.
Larry and Erland, I need you to roll me a perception check at advantage. As she begins walking up, Larry, you see someone darting through the darkness. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? As the dinosaur turns around, you guys watch Velen Harpel run into the room. As she does so, she misty steps in between you, Larry, and you watch as the muscles on her back expand, talons shoot through her skin, and she is going to turn into the red dragon.
She's the fucking red dragon! Everyone's been saying, holy fuck! Oh my god! Ah!
And that is where we will end tonight's campaign.
Oh, let me. I wanted to kill this dragon. Come on. Ah, damn it.
That's cool. That's cool, Garrett.
Wow.
It's so sweet.
That was
So
sick.
sweet.
And Larry wants a dragon.
Wow.
Because that means Larry's half dragon.
Thank you
Larry's
all
a
for
fucking
playing.
kobold. What?
Now, who here has not used their inspiration?
Me.
I think I already have.
I did.
I haven't.
Alright, Alistair and Rez, make sure to mark that on your sheet, and I'll see you guys next time.
Holy shit.